What's up, my fellow MEW trainers? Welcome back to another video. After the MEW buffs, I've seen a lot of recent MEWs pop up. A lot of MEW players have been playing MEW, and that's good because it's the meta right now. Okay, here we choose coaching as our second skill just because we have an Elder Gods on our team. And for the early game, just use your boosted and your electro ball to secure as usual. And if you have one more teammate here, just coach onto him. I'm not even sure why he's here, but then our coaching wouldn't be too good as he moved out of the bot lane. Here I'm just trying to see if I can get some more vision, and you can coach onto your teammates anytime just to get your boosted attacks going. Here I thought that my basic attacks would be enough for the last hit, but it sadly wasn't. And here I made a mistake of actually going to the bell toy right here, and I didn't really check out on the center B's time, which here I just miss out on a ton of experience. So that's what you should not be doing in your games, for prioritizing one bell toy instead of a group of Altarias, and thus I'm level 4 here, and I'm not level 5, being not able to invade as early as I want. So I'm forced to stay down here. Same as usual, use your boosted and your electro ball to secure. He moves up, electro ball, change your skill before you boosted, just because you can't boost it while you can't change your moves if you are using your boosted. So always change your move first before you boost it. Coming to the 8-minute mark, you want to do your solar beams and light screens just like this, just in case there's a bell toy on the right side, you can pick it up as well. Here I wouldn't waste my time on the big bell toy just because I have one boosted solar beam. And one reminder, when you take back your light screen, if you take back your light screen, the moment you take back your light screen, if you see it's 4 seconds, you can always have your boosted solar beam next. And same as usual, you want to use up all your boosted attack stacks before taking back your light screen. Here we don't pick a move just because we are not sure which move that we want to go. Until here we see that we can snipe out one of the wild Pokemon, so do so. Another thing that I want to note is, since our Greninja is playing double team, which is great for me to showcase that with double team you can actually use your coaching much more often. Here, if I wouldn't have chosen coaching, probably all of us would have been dead. Just because I provided that small shield, we were able to take back Mewtwo and be able to score this goal. And just like that, we have our tempo going on, which allows us to take the top Reggie, and then basically the game is in our hands. With a big win in the early game, our opponents are forced to follow what we want to do since they don't have the levels. Here we light screen, slower beam, the Dragon Knight, and notice how I don't waste any boosted attack stacks. Like here, I would light screen, boosted, take back my light screen, and then predict wrongly. Actually here I thought that he would Dragon Dance to the bot path, so I ejected there, which is kind of a waste, but always a good try. Here we boosted before we take back our light screen. As usual, don't waste any boosted attack stacks. Here I made sure that I solar beam from the right side a bit, just so that the solar beam would be boosted. And my solar beam always, and notice that my solar beam just now, I always put it slightly behind the opponents, just because if they move forward, they are forced to die, and if they move backwards, they take my solar beam. So it's about forcing them to move in a death direction. So here nothing much, we just score 40, 30 and 40 to have an overcap. We light screen twice to get 2 boosted attack stacks going, and just because you're invading, you want to make sure you take the buffs immediately, so we change our skill to take their buffs immediately. And here we see Gudra heading towards the center, and we have our skills up, so we solar beam, agility boosted, and now we see Gudra charging towards us. We just solar beam, agility backwards and boosted, and there's basically nothing that he can do. We have our eject button and our unite move in hand, so it's always good to take note. And just in case, if for example that scenario just now I chose light screen, I wouldn't be able to escape such situations. So you always do need to use your agility. Here, when I see someone on the top half being low, I always think of my solar beam, agility, and eject button combo. Here I use up my combo, change into light screen, Ely ball, and then take back my light screen for the third stack, and boosted, and then Ely ball. Here, why did I unite? Because I see my teammates going low, and I could hide them behind my unite move. Might as well to take away their Espion, and here they all jumped, so we kind of need to leave, so we change into surf and coaching just because I know that they are going to push soon. And here's a showcase of how you can use your Greninja for coaching 3 times, which is quite the value here considering you have 3 seconds of your surf with coaching here. And without coaching here, you wouldn't be able to do stuff like agility, so it's always important to know when to choose the correct move and why to choose that move. We have 2 boosted stacks, surf, boosted 1 more stack, we e-ball, and then we forward up to pick up the Espion. In this case, only agility would allow us to pick up this kill right here. And you might argue that solar beam would be able to do it too, but it's not that easy since it's not a one hit secure. Here we don't know where Dragonite moves, so we don't want to go into bushes, and we found him right here. We have 1 boosted, and we can use our light screens twice to get another boosted in a while. We have 2 stacks, surf to get the third one and boosted, and we get 1 more because we shove him and we get 1 more boosted in case he's not dead. So if you use your surf and you boosted attacks wisely, you should get at least 2. Make a habit of doing that, and our team takes the top objective, and we are close to getting level 14, but we ignore the beast in the center because we know that they would despawn. If you see scenarios like this where the objective is low, you always want to prepare your solar beam, agility, and eject combo. Here we find a low Espion, and then for Mewtwo we just need to solar beam, agility boosted, and then we use the light screen eject combo to push him back to secure the kill for the 2-minute mark. It will always be beneficial if we can take out someone by the 2-minute mark, since they will be fighting 4 versus 5. And here I'm just camping, waiting for something to happen. Here their Dragonite jumped for some reason, and here I put a light screen here just to mitigate where the opponents can move. E-ball boosted. I don't change moves yet just because my E-ball is going to be back up soon. Light screen for the boosted, boosted solar beam, and then boosted again. Without one of them, I don't think Gudra would be dead. Here I thought that the Duraludon would have moved backwards, but instead he used the jump pad, and I thought that he would have eject forward maybe, seeing my moves, but I guess I was wrong. And here I have 2 boosted, so 1 agility, 1 boosted, and 1 solar beam would be my next combo. Always prioritize your movements around your boosted attacks, don't waste any. We boosted and then change into Electro Ball coaching here just to take out the Gudra. And if I were to have light screen here, I don't think it would be enough damage. If I did have enough damage, I wouldn't be able to save my teammates nor to like provide them a shield by this time. And the Espion, just basic things. You just boosted, E-ball against a target. Don't Electro Ball first just because you waste the boosted attack stacks. And here we get to coaching away, so without coaching right here, you wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. And always prioritize your boosted attack stacks. That's what you want to do. And here we score. Even if we don't, we have our unite move, and the time isn't enough to. Here the combo would be boosted, surf, agility, and boosted. So having your unite move up also gets you like the move cooldown reduction, so you always wanna use it properly. So this is for game 1. We'll head into the next game. Do let me know in the comments if you guys like this sort of long gameplay, if it's like 2 gameplays. So as normal, use your Electro Ball as your first skill for the early game. I wouldn't prefer Solar Beam just because of its cooldown. I know that it could kinda like secure farm on the opponent's side, but it's not always worth it. If you're doing farm alone, you wanna have two rabbits left behind, and for the center one you want to make sure this goes into your light screen boosted e-ball blast hit damage range. And coincidentally they also have only 1 person bot path, so it wouldn't be too hard. Just this, you want to blast hit using your light screen boosted e-ball. Try to have your light screen with you when you are trying to last it, just for better secure. Here we just use our boosted e-ball, and then we only take back our light screen at the last second, just so we have our boosted e-ball for this wild Pokemon. And we see our Talonflame camping there, so we can always follow up if he wants to fight. And this is why you should always fight with your teammates instead of like farming that one Audino right there. So here we get to secure the beast easily just because their jungler is on top. Now don't waste your potential. The worst thing that you could do here is just farm level 10 at bot path and not help out your teammates. Get a boosted here, boosted, light screen, e-ball. And then we switch into Surf to take out the Umbreon. We have 1 more boosted, we take it back and target onto the Mewtwo, but it's not enough. So we just rely on our teammates here. At least we going up here helps our teammates to not be so hard. And the Talonflame is always on our bot side for some reason. He could always go back to his jungle, but it's fine too, just because we have both sides of farm and we just help him to pick up that kill when we arrive. We notice that the Gardevoir is using future sight, so you want to avoid that. Here we take back our light screen at the last second, just so you can use your boosted and your Electro Ball. Here we see Dodrio. So the first thing you want to do when you see someone with your boosted, just boosted. Here we see Dodrio charging towards us. We take back our light screen twice, stop his movements, and we want to make sure that you have Surf or Electro Ball, just so that you can slow him or stun him so that he can't run properly. And for the Azumarill here, you can always just Surf him back, and you can change into Solar Beam just to take the Altarias, or you can just score right here. And if you see someone charging towards you, just use your light screen to push him back. Now you're level 8, you have your Unite move. Don't waste its potential. You can use it when you're in danger. You can use it to go back to your base if you want. Here we have our Solar Beam and light screen prepared for this all Pokemon, so you can always use it. And then we boosted first, once again boosted before you take back your light screen. Here we coaching to get close to the Dodrio, but his teammate blocked the boosted attack. We help him secure the Regice, and then we are good to fight again. Boosted E-ball, but then we don't connect onto the Dodrio, but it's fine. Our teammates help us to pick them up and we score. We notice that top half is going to be in any moment, and we kind of just took out their entire team. So we aren't too worried that the Reggie going in would make them have a lot of points, since they all just died. They wouldn't have any more points, so you don't need to like prioritize these useless objectives if they don't have any score. We light screen, boosted, and then solar beam. Take back your light screen, you have one boosted now, boosted onto your Altarias, and then solar beam. And you have two boosted once again. And you notice that your teammates here, we light screen first, we boosted, you take back your light screen and solar beam in the direction where your light screen reflect onto your solar beam. We boosted, solar beam didn't work, we took back our light screen soon to get our third boosted, and then the moment we see someone, we are going to use our boosted, solar beam, and light screen. Like right here, we boosted slower beam, light screen, take it back, and E-ball for maximum damage, which normally not even an all-rounder could take out damage since we're the buff Mew. Here we choose coaching just because we have like 3 teammates here, but I see top farm spawning, so you can always farm this like the farm that no one takes, or extra farm. Don't just let the farm sit there, since like there's no objectives in the map right now. You want to use this time to farm, and if they happen to fight, you want to make sure that you are there. And we light screen twice, and the reason I don't take the red buff is the bottom objective has spawned, and I see like 2 teammates at the bottom, so I want to help them out. Here this Blissey, I can help him to solar beam to scare away the Mewtwo. If he doesn't want to retreat, take back our light screen, solar beam, and then we always have our unite move, and it's always good to use your unite move like around 4 minutes, and just so that your unite move will be back on the 2-minute mark. We have our boosted and our e-ball to take back. For some reason, I was scared that I would be taken out by the Mewtwo's unite, so I eject button cross, and maybe if I didn't have eject button, the Azumarill would have taken me out maybe. Here we boosted agility to lure the Rotom more inside. We agility boosted light e-ball again, just to make sure we use all our stacks, and we change into electro ball and light screen so that you can farm around for some farm. And during this time, other than picking up the Altaria spawns in the center or like the top or bot farms, you wouldn't want to be fighting too much unless they try to break your goals. And if you were saying like I should have helped my teammates up top, maybe, but I think the more correct thing for us to do is to farm. We don't want to waste our level lead. Like I'm level 13 right here. What happens if you die right here? It would always not be worth it. Here we have our surf and agility, so we can use our surf and we target onto the Azumarill just because we know that he's low. And for the Gardevoir, we don't have any skills left, so at least we can see where he is right now, or take the blue buff. And just because you have surf and agility, you can always move in and move out very fast. But right here, surf and agility won't save you because you are invading literally at the 2-minute and 25 mark. So avoid doing stuff like this where the other team just gets a lot of XP and your team needs to like drag time for you to respawn. It's always not that good just for a blue buff, so prevent doing that. And the first thing you want to do right here is agility onto the jump pad, and we see someone scoring top, so just jump top and you can use your surf against him. But if he moves forward, we use our agility and surf to get our boosted, and then use our agility for boosted, and we choose the e-ball light screen just for damage because there's only tanks right here. We see their Mewtwo at their bot path. I would have chosen solar beam if so, and suddenly my teammate is flipping, so you want to time the e-ball, boosted light screen, and your unite explosion for the maximum secure. This secure actually allows you to have Dragonite based secure with hyper beam, so you want to practice landing your unite move just in case you guys want to check back. You want to use your unite move, your boosted, your light screen, your e-ball, the empowered e-ball. So this is like the highest secure damage that you can do as Mew. So I hope you guys enjoy my gameplay, and here you always want to use surf when you go to score, just so that you can make sure you are able to score. And always use your light screens like a wall instead of boosting your moves. A lot of people don't recognize how useful light screen can be used as a wall. They just use light screen for sort of a boosted attack to boost your move stuff. Like all these small walls around me, you can always use it to block out your opponents. Here we light screen twice instead, in case that they would attack, and we had like one boosted ready for them. But if they come, okay, they came, so we light screen to put them away, boosted, and the game is secured in our hands. I hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay. My name is Timely Foxy, and I'll see you guys next time.